Did we just get the good news we've been looking for in the market? Microsoft just dropped its Q3 earnings, and it's a beat across the board. Revenue, earnings, cloud growth, and AI, really everything the investors wanted to see. In this video, I'm going to break it down for you, what the numbers mean, where Microsoft is heading, and what this could mean for the future of AI infrastructure. So let's go ahead and dive in. Welcome back to the Flex Pregame channel. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that like button, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And what we're going to do is we're going to continue to provide information for you on how you can be successful in the market. Whether you're just getting started or whether you've been in the market and you're just not having the success that you want, stay tuned in here. We're going to continue to drop things that we think and we know will help you continue to be successful in the market. So let's go ahead and dive in. As I said, we're going to be breaking down Microsoft's earnings today. So Microsoft, ticker symbol MSFT, reported their third quarter earnings today and really crushed expectations, right? So Wall Street was expecting earnings per share of about $3.21 per share and revenue of $68.4 billion. But, what did Microsoft deliver today? So they went ahead and beat the earnings per share. They delivered 3.46 or $3.46 per share. And then on revenue, they hit 70 billion. So again, crushing both of the estimates that were out there. And really, this is a big jump from the same quarter last year where they posted $2.94 earnings per share and 61.8 billion in revenue. And as a result, the Microsoft stock surged after hours. It jumped over 6%. Actually topping $416 at one point. As of right now, right before I jumped on, I think it's back down to about 5.25%, but really a nice jump based on these earnings. All right, taking a closer look. At the heart of Microsoft's performance was the cloud, right? The company's total Microsoft cloud revenue came in at 42.4 billion. That's up 20% year over year. Compare that to Q3 last year, 35.1 billion, and you see just how powerful Microsoft's growth engine really is. So their cloud revenue continues to be very strong. If we break that down and take even a closer look, we can look at Azure. The intelligent cloud revenue came in at 26.8 billion. Productivity and business processes came in at 29.9 billion, and personal computing came in at 13.4 billion, which beat estimates of 12.6 billion. So AI is becoming a big player too. It added 16 points of growth to Azure revenue this quarter, slightly beating expectations of 15.6 points. So we see the cloud really doing some nice things there when it comes to Microsoft and really pushing the stock forward. So next we can kind of jump into some of the AI capacity constraints. So it wasn't all perfect, right? It wasn't just a perfect readout. Microsoft is still dealing with some AI capacity issues. So the company said they bought more servers online to meet growing AI demand, but supply chain constraints remain a real challenge. So while AI is boosting revenue, the company is taking a more cautious approach in terms of moving forward. And the head of Microsoft Cloud Operations said in a LinkedIn post that Microsoft is slowing and pausing some early stage projects. That aligns with the report from TD that came out earlier this year saying Microsoft canceled some of its data center leases. So if they continue to slow this down, it could be, something we want to monitor and look at moving forward with the stock because their cloud sector is a big portion of what they're bringing in terms of revenue. So if they're slowing the growth in that, it may slow some of the growth in that revenue area. So that is something you want to pay attention to as we move forward. So the next thing I want to talk about is tariff concerns and some of the other economic factors outside of, just Microsoft itself. So if you're zooming out and looking at the macro picture, tariffs and economic uncertainty are still causing a little bit of a shadow over the whole market, right? Not just Microsoft. As President Trump ramps up tariff threats, there are fears of a slowdown in enterprise and cloud AI spending. Even though that's going on, Microsoft's OEM and device revenue was still up 3%. And even as inventory levels stay high, that's really kind of surprising and shows resilience in the uncertain environment. So even though there are some uncertain factors kind of going on out there, Microsoft continues to deliver and continues to show growth. So that is a positive moving forward. They've shown the ability to kind of withstand some of the external factors and continue to move forward. So what's next for Microsoft? And, really, what does this all mean when it comes to Microsoft? And Microsoft is clearly leading in the AI and cloud race. even while managing growth headwinds like capacity limits and global economic risks, they continue to move forward. Investors like myself are cheering at the beat, right? It was great to see some of that good news, like I talked about earlier. But the company's balancing act between growth and caution will be key in the quarters ahead. So we definitely have some things to monitor and continue to watch as we move forward. And will AI capacity catch up to demand? Will the ability to continue to grow catch up with that demand? And can Microsoft keep scaling without overextending? All right, can they keep moving at the pace of demand and not outpace themselves or get to outpace demand? And as we continue to move forward with Microsoft, we have some things to look out for. So that'll kind of end it for today. As I said, I think this was some good news as a Microsoft investor. I was really happy to see this. I hope this kind of starts some dominoes in terms of good earnings and companies continue to show that they're able to withstand some of the external factors. Now, there is a lot up in the air, so we'd love to hear what you think. So go ahead and let us know what you think in the comments. And before I wrap up, make sure, again, you hit that like and subscribe button. We always enjoy, you guys tuning in and watching us. And also, if you have any questions or would love to, get some coaching or have a conversation with us one-on-one, look in the description. Go ahead and sign up to get that case study. It's free. We'll go ahead and give you a look at exactly what we do, and that'll allow you to book a call with us. So look forward to hearing from you, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a good one.